So you guys have the final show tonight, right? With the Mitchel Musso Metro Station tour?
That's right, yeah, tonight's the last one.
So how's that tour been so far?
It's been great, you know, I mean, it's really short. That's only that kind of bums me out, is that it's like we're just now kind of like getting into the swing of things, kind of like getting into the groove of it, and it's over, you know, we've just kind of started to get to know everyone and all the bands and everything, and get comfortable and everything, and now it's done. But, you know, it was a lot of fun, it was a good experience, and we're glad we did it.
Now, how's it compare to the previous tours you've been on?
Oh, it's very comparable. It's the same, you know, the same types of shows and stuff, but it's always fun touring. You know, the bands have always been really cool and really nice, and it's always fun hanging out. This tour we're doing in a van, and we're past few tours we've done in a bus, so kind of going back to the van, it's kind of, you know, obviously it's not as comfortable, but it's kind of neat because it kind of reminds you of, you know, how hard you work to get where you are, you know, so it's kind of nice to have that reminder and do a tour in a van every now and then, but it's definitely very similar to a lot of tours I've done before.
Now, what would you say is something that people wouldn't expect of the tour life?
Some people wouldn't expect?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot. I guess one thing that I can say is that you eat a lot of really bad food. I mean, you eat a lot of junk food all the time because, you know, like driving and stuff, you just gotta stop at like McDonald's or Taco Bell or whatever. Like this morning we had McDonald's breakfast and we had Taco Bell for lunch, and then just now I had pizza. So it's not a very healthy diet. But I mean, I guess there's ways around that. You can do other things, but you know, that's one of the things about touring. I don't really know.
So what's like the worst food you think you've ate on tour?
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again?
What's like the worst food you've ate on tour?
The worst food? Sometimes we'll go to like local places or whatever, and I want to say that there's been a time or two where we've gone to just like a local like Mexican or local Chinese place or something and eaten some really bad food. I can't think of one place in particular, but I know for sure there's been a handful of like just like locally owned like Mexican places or Chinese places that have not been so good.
And then you guys are gonna head out on the AP tour soon, right?
Yeah, we are. We're doing the AP tour in a few weeks. I guess it starts September 24th, I think. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. I've only met the guys who set your goals before. I've never met any of the other bands, so it's cool to meet all those guys. It's a full Nation tour, so I'm really excited about that. And it's going to be awesome to be back out again and hitting it that hard again.
Now, do you prefer being on the road or recording in the studio?
I'm sorry, we'll say it one more time?
Do you prefer being on the road? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can you say that one more time, please?
Yeah. Do you prefer being on the road or recording in the studio?
Oh, for sure being on the road. The studio's fun, and I have a good time in the studio, but, you know, there's just definitely, like, something about being on the road that's just, it's the most fun thing. It's the most rewarding part of being in a band, because you get to play shows and have kids sing along, and it's really kind of like see, like, why you do it, you know? You do it for all these kids that come to these shows, and so I love touring. It's just a lot of fun. So, you know, the studio's good too, but I prefer touring.
Now, do you prefer playing a more intimate acoustic set or a set with like thousands of people there?
You know, that really depends. There's definitely like there's ups and downs to both sides of that, and on the one hand, it's always so much fun to play like the small little venues. It's maybe just like, you know, like 200, 300 people or whatever, and like they're right up close to the stage, and everyone's having fun and going crazy, and you're like right there with the kids. Like there's definitely something like magical about that. It's awesome, but at the same time, you know, obviously it's nice to play a show for like, you know, 10,000 people. That's just like overwhelming to have that many people in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, so there's ups and downs to both, and I don't know if I can say for sure that I prefer one over the other, but I think it's like a mix of both is good, you know?
Now, do you have a specific moment while you were performing and you realized, like, wow, we really made it as a band?
You feel like we made it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely been a lot of, like, things that I never thought we would ever accomplish that we have, and it's awesome. Like, you know, I remember when I was, 16, 17 years old, like, being in a band and thinking about, about possibly being in a band that would be, like, on a bus was just, like, I never thought we'd ever make it to that level where we'd, like, be on a bus and able to tour and play these big shows, and, like, playing Warped Tour was a huge deal for us. Coming up, we have the cover of AP Magazine. That's a huge deal for us. Like, that's something that I never thought we'd ever see happen. So there's definitely been a lot of moments where it's, like, kind of overwhelming, and it's really, like, breathtaking to see these things.
Now, do you have one specific memory that's been your favorite throughout the 5 years you've been a band?
Sorry. I don't know about one specific memory. There's been so many. I mean, it's just been great getting to meet all these other bands, play all those other bands. One memory that I can say for sure stands out a lot, and this is back towards the beginning of when we started the band. One of my all-time favorite bands is this band called Further Seems Forever, and they broke up a few years back, and on their farewell tour, we got to play the last, like, 3 or 4 shows with them in Florida, and every night the singer had me come up on stage and sing a song with them, and to me that was just a dream come true, because they've been my favorite band for so long, and to get to play their last, like, 4 shows with them and sing with them every night was one of the best moments, for sure.
And then your next album, Anywhere But Here, is coming out in October. How does it compare to the previous albums?
To me, that's such a hard question to answer. I feel like it's very comparable, and I feel like anybody who likes the last album would like this album. But it's tough to say. It's tough to kind of, like, separate yourself from the album and look at it with, like, an outside perspective and know if people are going to like it or not, or how they're going to feel about it. But I feel like we haven't changed too much. As far as we didn't try to do anything different. We just have done what we do what we've always done, and just try to write the best songs we could, and just kind of do the best we can with it, So I don't know. I feel like anybody who liked the last album would probably like this one, so I hope so.
And then your single, The Silence, was released a couple of days ago. So, are you guys gonna be shooting a music video or anything for that soon?
Yeah, we're shooting a video for that one pretty soon, I think.
Now, do you guys have any, like, creative control over the process of music videos?
We do, yeah. We get to choose. I guess we get a bunch of treatment from different directors, and we get to pick the videos that we like the best.
And, you guys have such a dedicated fan base. What's it feel like to know you wake up every morning and you have, like, 200,000 fans supporting you?
It's the coolest feeling in the world, really. Like I said, I never thought we'd even make it this far, so we all feel very lucky to be here, and we're all very happy and excited and thankful, and very happy to be here.
Now, have you had any, like, crazy fan experiences yet?
There's been a couple. I mean, nothing that really stands out for sure, but, along the way, that kind of stuff that's going to happen, and, there's people that do crazy things, like we'll follow a tour for, like, just weeks on end, and come to every show, and, just things like that. There's nothing too crazy. We've never been, like, attacked by anybody or anything, so it was too crazy, I suppose.
No stalkerish ones yet?
Not too bad.
So, besides the album and the tour, what else do you guys have planned for the rest of the year as well as 2010?
I can't say specifics right now, but it's just going to be touring and touring, I suppose. Like, this tour ends close to December, So we'll probably have a lot of December off for Christmas and stuff, and then come January, we'll probably hit it hard again, and just hopefully for the next long time, just be on the road touring.
And do you have a message or anything you'd like to say for all your fans?
Just thank you. That's the biggest thing I can say. Is just thank anybody who's ever listened to us or given us a chance. It means the world to us, and we really, really appreciate everyone that supported us. So just thank you.
And do you want to tell everyone where they can check out Mayday Parade?
Yeah, the best place, the easiest place, is just MySpace. So go to myspace.com/Mayday Parade. That's the simplest thing to do.